I'm just trying to put food on the table, man. I just want clothes on my kids' back and a roof over their head and food on the table. And that's survival. And that's where most of us are. But you do not have to stay there. There is another S, right? This is the second level that you can upgrade to if you want to. And it's called success. And this is where, taking care of the things that are the non-negotiables, right? Food, shelter, transportation, things like that. You got it handled. It's covered, right? Your car note, you don't worry about it. Your house note, you don't worry about it. When you get paid, you don't even check. The money's in the bank. You don't worry about it. And you got some cushion at this point. But let me give you a tip. It's not until you reach the next level, which is significance, that your life matters. Because in my opinion, living in a success platform, to me, is almost as bad as failure. Hear me out on this one. It's not significant to pay your own bills. It's not significant to handle business. You're supposed to put food on the table. You're supposed to put clothes on your kids' back. You're supposed to be able to earn enough income to have your family living in a safe neighborhood. You're supposed to be able to have your kids in the best schools. You don't get a pat on the back for that. You don't get a cookie. You don't get a reward. You're supposed to do that crap. I'm not well, I will applaud because there's a lot of people that don't handle the basics. So if you're a notch above that, good for you. But then you got the level of significance. This is where you have an abundance. This is prosperity. This is more than enough. This is your cup runneth over. This is if a family member is falling behind, you got them. This is if you see somebody on the side of the street that needs help, you got them. This is where you have more than to just handle your own basics and needs of life. And you can help others to do theirs. And this is a quote that I created, actually, that I'll take credit for, that it doesn't matter. Here's the quote. It's not significant. Gosh darn it. If I wasn't trying to do this on the spot and if I wasn't live, I want to keep stalling out on you guys. You haven't reached success, and it's not considered success until you have used your success to help others to succeed. Say that again. You're not successful just because you succeeded. It's not until you use your success and your talents and your abilities to help others, to help them succeed, to raise them up, to teach and show people the way, that you've done anything at all with your life. How do you put yourself in that position? How do you go from survival to success? How do you go from success to significance? You have to spend your day doing the thing that you love. Because it's not until you do the thing that you love that you'll love what you do. And it's not until you do what you love to do that you're ever going to make a difference in this world. Do you understand that? So here's the point. I know most people hearing my voice did not spend the day doing the thing that they love. I know, because 31 years of my life, I hated what I did. The last 2.5 years of my life, I've loved it. I get to live out my dream every single... When I wake up tomorrow, I get to do what I love to do, what I want to do, not what I need to do. Is a big difference. It's a big difference. So most of the people hearing my voice did not spend their day doing what they love to do. You, listening to me right now, you probably... And if you did, then I stand corrected, and kudos to you. But I'm assuming that 99.9% of the people that are listening to this message then spend the day doing what they're loving, or what they love to do. So my message to you is this. My questions to you are this. What do you love? You, what do you love? And what do you love to do? It's first question. Second question. Sorry. Why didn't you spend today doing it? Because if you didn't know that you could, you can. If you needed permission, I just gave it to you. If you didn't know it was an option, it is. If you didn't know that this thing called life can be good, it can. If you didn't know that you don't have to be in a freaking survival mode for the rest of your days, damn it. Pardon my French. You don't have to. What do you love? Why didn't you spend today doing it? And does that make you want to spend tomorrow differently than you spent today? Because here's my promise to you. If you'll spend enough days chasing the things that you love, if you don't get nothing else, get this. Damn it. I once heard a man say this, and I didn't know if I believed him. I believe him now. Here's what he told me. He stood from a stage holding a mic. He was talking to about 500 people in the room, but he was talking to me. And what he said was, dreams come true. And I went, phew. I don't know about that, because I'm not living my dream right now. But I believed him enough to keep going. And now every day I get to live my dream. And I'm going to tell you like a friend, dreams come true. And you're allowed to live your dreams. Do you have to fight for them? You have to fight harder than you've ever fought for anything in your life. But is it worth it? Yeah, it's worth it. Are you worth it? Yeah, you're worth it. Is it important? Yeah, it's important, because at some point you're going to have kids. And your kids are going to be watching you. My kid is watching me. And the standard that I set in his life is one of two things. He either watches me do what I have to do every day, or he watches me do what I love to do. You know what my kid sees me do you know what my... I watched my dad do what he had to do to put food on the table. I am not that standard for my kid. My dad's a great guy. He did put food on the table. And I appreciate him for it. But I wanted to be more, you want to know the best thing you can be for your kid? An example. I'm an example to my son. Do I have flaws? More than you will ever know, because I don't blast them on social media. But do I do my darndest to set a standard in my kid's life? And do I rise after I fall? And do I get up after I stumble? And do I make sure he's watching whenever I do it? You bet your frickin' butt I do. In closing, what do you love to do? Did you spend today doing it? And if you didn't, will you do something for me? Commit to me on this. Do me a favor. Identify what you love again. And tomorrow when you wake up, spend some time doing what you love to do. And don't forget, you better remember, don't forget that dreams come true. Over and out. I know some of y'all came in at the end. I'll encourage you to go back and watch this. I know it's long. But if you have 30 minutes to watch Netflix tonight, you got 30 minutes to watch this. I love you guys. Over and out. Vincent Rose, the Fat Killer with H2G Fitness. I know this had nothing to do with fitness. But hopefully it helped at least one of you. The future is bright. Something good is happening. I love you guys. dreams come true. Spend more time doing what you love versus what you have to do. Peace.